Great.
Okay, that's better. All right. We got more racing coming your way.
All right, Dougie Fresh, here we go. It's feature time with your B-Mods. Feature number 1 to be Cody Brill, car number 96 out of 8 City, Missouri, and Mitchell Franklin out of Camden, Missouri, in the F1 alongside.
Row number 2 from Osage, Iowa, the 25 machine. That's Smoke Joe Chisholm into his outside. From Hermitage, Missouri, the 1B car. That's Bobby Williams.
Luke Neiman out of Nortonville, Kansas, the 181, and the 99T of Eric Turner out of Hermitage, Missouri, in row 3.
Ryan Gilmore from Springfield, Missouri in the 66, and Chad Reed from Yukon, Oklahoma in the 58 make up that 4th row.
Team J2, it's Chris Jackson out of Lebanon, and the 211 of Tim Eaton out of St. Joe, Missouri.
Andy Bryant, the 28A, and the 30H of Rex Harris make up 6th row.
Duke Erickson out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, car number 57, and Caden Stacy out of Springfield in car number 15.
From Sedalia, Missouri, the 29 of Bronson Wicker, and the 64 from Mankato, Minnesota, that's John Ross, that's row 8.
Wesley Briggs out of Lebanon, and the 28 and the 17K of Clay Beamer out of Fairmont, Minnesota in row 9.
Tiana Mattoon in the 53 and Brian Shaw, the 55S, make up row 10.
Jake Lynch out of Winona, Minnesota, the 11J, the 47 of Tyson Lamferman out of Atchison, Kansas in row 11.
Glenpool, Oklahoma's Tyler Lacey in the 97, and Cleveland, Missouri's J.C. Boney in the 17J.
Everybody up, make a little noise. It is feature time, your first of 3 feature events for your USRA B-Mods. And to round out the field, Brian, Jeremy Short out of Peculiar, Missouri, the 55J, the 2R of Jory Montes out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Jacob Tepper, the 88T from Hugo, Minnesota, and Hoyt Miller from Cross Timbers, Missouri, the 91.
Tyler Cadwallader out of Amazonia, Missouri, in the 69er, and the 17 CT of Cullen Thompson out of Herman, Missouri, round out the field. This ought to be a Jim Dondy.
20 laps the distance.
What are you chatting about?
I am talking to my wife as she was going to pick up my children from church night, Berg. Did that appease you?
Sounds made up. One more time, stretch those vocal cords, stomp your feet, clap your hands, raise the roof. Whatever you need to do to get real excited. B-Mods hitting the speedway here at the Diamond of Dirt tracks. Summit shootout complete, and we are ready for our first qualifying feature of night number 2. None better than the first 2 rows, Brian. These guys are going to be tough to tame, and we are going 16 laps around. It is showtime at Lucas Oil Speedway.
Now the track is slicked off a little bit. We're going to see who's got the dialed up setup as the 96 of Brill goes down to the bottom side, and the F1 Mitchell Franklin works the top. We're 3 wide back there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Track slicking off, as you mentioned. Top, bottom, through the center, 3 wide. Oh, they get up on the shelf. You get up on the shelf, you're in big, big trouble. And we got some heavy contact to the bottom of turn 4.
That looks to be the 11J, maybe of Jacob Lynch.
Cadwallader is just in the wrong place at the wrong time tonight. He's been involved in 2 altercations, none his fault. Just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So yellow light, yellow flag with 1 lap down.
So 1 in the books. Cody Brill going to end up with the race lead. So they'll Delaware double refile start behind them. FK Rod-Ins instant replay coming at you right here. As you could see, the 58 got high, wide, and handsome of Chad Reed. But that isn't where the real problem was. It was back there. Contact maybe between... Well, that was hard to see, but we'll get her sorted out and put back together.
Did we get a 50-50 winner yet, Doug?
Nope, not yet.
All right, we're 3667953.
Yes, sir.
3667953. Gonna get her up on the Jumbotron here in a second.
That's a great place for it on the Jumbotron.
No doubt.
I wish we had a Jumbotron at my racetracks. John First, if you're watching, can you work on that for us?
I could see John doing that for you.
John's a heck of a guy.
He'd probably operate it.
If he's checking in at home, howdy, John.
You know, we don't have a Jumbotron, but we did add a video board, so the stress level goes up at basketball games.
Yeah, the Hamilton County Speedway's got a heck of a nice scoreboard as well. All right. We'll get them re-racked and restacked. Hey, John and Jen Jermelin are watching with Bitty Buddy Braxton at home. Sorry, Jen, I forgot to give you that shout out earlier.
Was she upset?
I don't think she was upset. Jen doesn't get upset. We'll see if Freevert's watching at home as well. He was tuned in last night.
I wonder if Todd's already fallen asleep for the night. Or Spike. Are they all asleep already?
Oh, no, they go at it hard. There is no way. The Spike is in his shed, and the fast one is in his garage. And you watch, we'll get a ding-ding with a Snapchat and a text message coming up. Oh, we have one going off. That's going to be the 58 of Chad Reed, I believe, is heading pit side.
And he's the one that hopped onto the shelf in turn 4.
There's that Boone's Barbecue sign. That's our Boone's Barbecue caution that we have going on right now.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'd like some Boone's Barbecue before the weekend's up.
Well, we can get it. Do they still have a Boone's Barbecue shack out here somewhere where we can get? No? Well, that's a shame. Yeah, that's a shame. But you can get some delicious tenderloins from, what's that guy's name? Tony's Diner.
Was it last year they had the light up? That was like a carnival back there, and one, you missed it.
Usually.
It was nuts.
Yes, exactly.
What do we got back there? What are we pointing at back here?
The tenderloin guy with the lights. You know what Todd and Janet really like is when they park those lights, those flashing lights right outside the hauler, and they leave them on all night long.
The bedroom window.
Yeah. Oh, Cody checking in as well. How you doing, buddy?
All right, here we go. Lights are down. On the back straightaway, David Jerome about to shake the sticks. 1 lap down, 15 remain. USRA B mod, A-main, number 1. Racetrack slick from top to bottom. Oh, the accordion takes effect over in turn 3 and 4, and we're back underway. Cody Brill's been strong all night long. The 96 car was running to the top on the qualifiers, now to the bottom in your heat race. The 96 car has been your leader from the drop of the green flag, and now they are 2 by 2 right behind as Brill takes lap number 2.
I'm telling you, you got to watch that 1B. Bobby Williams has been fast since he showed up. Now here comes Smoke working the top side of the 25 car. Your current national point leader in the 25 machine tucks into that 4th spot.
Good battles all over the racetrack. Joe Chisholm running top shelf in car number 25. And a good battle, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all tucked in right together as the 66 car of Ryan Gilmore now into the top 5 as Turner drifts back to 6th. And here comes Chris Jackson. Jackson now up into the mix, racing for the 6th position.
Yeah, speaking of that, so Brill leading the way. Franklin and Bobby Williams having a heavyweight battle for that 2nd spot. Now Bobby Williams going to slide in front of Franklin into that P2, and Williams not done yet. He's going to pull side by side with Brill.
Brill chops the nose off, getting into the turn. That'll slow those 2 cars down. Mitchell Franklin likes that. He'll go to the top of the racetrack, the F1, digging off the top of 2, and you've got a 3-car battle for the lead on the back straightaway.
Look at Bobby Williams working the bottom side. Here we go. Williams going to try to take it to the race lead, and he does this time by the line. Brill going to have to tuck back into that 2nd spot. He's not going to give up those. He works the right rear on the cushion. Bobby Williams now stretching the legs on that 1B machine. Everybody else trying to reel him in. Here comes Smoke changing his lineup, goes down to the bottom. Chris Jackson down there with him.
This is a good one, Brian. Top 6 cars is loaded with talent. Actually, look 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. The whole field is stacked up. A dandy in heat feature number 1. Ryan Gilmore makes the pass on Chisholm. Gilmore now to the top 4 in car number 66.
There's a good shot at Gilmore on the screen as he's trying to work to the outside of the F1 of Mitchell Franklin. Franklin has been trying to deal with Cody Brill. Brill putting up a heck of a fight.
Lap traffic may play a story in this one as well. as B. Will continues to lead. Bobby Williams working the bottom side of the racetrack. As you mentioned, Brian, starting to stretch his legs. About 10 car lengths now. He's on the bottom, the top second, third, and fourth on the top through the turns.
Look at these guys working in lap traffic. Now a picture of Chris Jackson trying to work to the inside of smoke, leaning on him just a little bit, some tire smoke, as Chris Jackson muscles his way up a spot or two. Bobby Williams in heavy traffic there and made it through very well, but he's going to be coming up on it again as we have 9 laps to go.
If this stays green, 10 laps to go. As you mentioned, Bobby Williams is going to have his hands full because they are side-by-side racing deep in the field. There goes Jackson along the bottom side if you're watching at home, right on the back bumper. And now back to your leader, down into turn number 1. The 1 car's your leader, and a whole gaggle of lap traffic up ahead.
Well, we got one on the pit exit. Looks like a motor up in smoke there. As these guys are doing a great job working through traffic. Look at Bobby Williams masterfully making it through traffic right now as he is coming up on the 88T of Jacob Tepper.
This will be interesting as the 2 cars in front of him are side by side. He's going to go 3 wide around the outside, and he will make it work on the front straightaway.
What a move. I'm telling you what, he has got the handling dialed in on that 1B. Cody Brill in that second spot with Gilmore. They're up top as well.
Ooh, Bobby Williams almost into a lap car on the back straightaway. That allows Brill to close in ever so slightly with Ryan Gilmore.
But now Bobby Williams, he has cleared that big gaggle. Brill is behind him. They're working the top side with Gilmore as well. Bobby Williams now going to be catching to the 17 of Beamer. Clay Beamer in the 17K, going to be the next car in the crosshairs.
They'll pass the stripes, 16 down, 4 to go. Bobby Williams up off the bottom, and now a car around in 3 and 4.
Oh no, hold on boys. Oh, good job. Great job there. I think that's Jory Montes in the 2R, I believe, that is around.
2M.
Is the 2M? Where's that one at? Well, he's in the system as an R, but it is a 2M. I would assume that's the same guy.
Jory Montes out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
You can see heavy damage on the tail end of that thing. I believe he got her up in the wall.
Oh, geez, about got her in there again.
Well, this is going to clear the way.
This could shuffle the deck.
Well, Bobby Williams has been so good, and I think having a clean racetrack in front of him is going to help him out. But Cody Brill, Ryan Gilmore, Franklin, and Chris Jackson all have something to say about that.
26 starters. They had lapped up to the top 10.
It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. And this is just the first one of 3, Berg, A features for the USRA B mod division. All right, they're getting the lineup squared away. Get things taken care of, re-racked and restacked. Berg, what are you looking at over there?
Funny stuff.
There's a good picture of Mitchell Franklin and the J2 Chris Jackson. Now we get the signal to get these guys lined up side by side. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching at home and from far and abroad on Racing Dirt. Top job out of the Racing Dirt crew as always. Thank you guys for giving us such great coverage. Quite the team that they have put together there at Racing Dirt.
Bobby Williams going to steer him down the banking on the restart. Ryan Gilmore will be on the inside of the Delaware double file restart. Brill upstairs. We are back to the green with 4 to go.
Berg, this one's going to be so exciting. He's got to stretch the hammies out for this one. Here we go. They're 3 wide. Gilmore, Franklin, Bobby Williams up front. Franklin going to go downstairs. Chris Jackson down there as well, working the bottom side. But right now it's all Bobby Williams.
Bobby Williams takes it to the top and hustles off a 2. Gilmore into second. Now Jackson third. Mitch Franklin in the 4th spot. Brill has slid a bit. He's back to the 5th spot. 2 laps to go. This time by.
Williams has got it. Ryan Gilmore started back in row number 4. He's upstairs trying to work that. Chris Jackson, he started back in row number 5. Then we got Mitchell Franklin and Cody Brill. That's the top 5 with Smoke right behind them. But here we go. The white flag comes out. Bobby Williams.
Gilmore was just praying he could get close enough to try a slide job, but it's about 6, 8, 10 car lengths now down the back straightaway as Bobby Williams has ran outstanding throughout the night. He is your winner of feature number 1. Bobby Williams picks up the win of your USRA B mod feature number 1 of 3 on night number 2.
So top 5 end up like this. Cody Brill comes home 5th in the 96. Mitchell Franklin, the F1, comes home 4th. 3rd place goes to the J2 of Chris Jackson. 2nd place goes to the 66 of Ryan Gilmore. And heading back, gonna get that car on the scales, picking up the first feature, the 1B car, Bobby Williams, had a hiccup there.